Okay, Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, I'm doing a test. Yeah, like usual. So this my project. I need a friend. It's about podcast. It's about how to build a startup. So without further ado, before we start, I'm gonna introduce myself. Hi, my name is Kenza, and I'm gonna be the host of this podcast. So come on, you. Okay, here comes the use your Muslim. Here comes the what you gonna be the speaker? Yes, the speaker. Okay, speaker. Okay. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce yourself. Okay. My name is Kenza. Yes, our name is similar because we are brothers. No, actually we are twins. So yeah, I am his little brother, and I'll be the speaker for today's event. Okay, so before we start, so we don't miss out on the time. You already set the timer, right? Set the timer. We already start the timer. It's okay. Okay, ready. So without further ado, start the podcast. So first question, before we get into the topic, I want to ask, what is actually a startup? So basically, well, I will tell you guys in some easy words. Basically, a startup is basically the first step of any businesses, any company to their success. So if you guys can see all around the world, everything starts with a startup. Like every company. For example, we have Microsoft. Microsoft was a startup, and Apple was a startup, and many other more. So everything, every business that every business starts,
Company.
every business company starts with a start. Yeah. So can you like give me more example like the name of startup like so it's different that between big tech company that already passed the startup startup phase, so now it's gonna be the big company. So can you tell me what is like a company startup in 2025?
Well, actually, there's plenty, of course. But if you're asking to me, back in 2024, or like back few years ago, there was a startup called Neuro. Why do I choose Neuro? Because it's one of the good examples. Because it's actually what do you call that? It's actually a company, but it's quite smart. It's making like auto, auto cars. Yeah. So they are using AI and
Automobile.
automobile. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff, and yeah, that's a good
That
startup. But now it was a business, big company now.
okay, next question. So do you have in mind to build a startup, and what will you do for the first step? What is on your mind?
So yeah, I wanted to make and build a startup, but it's just that I think I need some money first. So yeah, I'll just save my money first, and maybe I'll do it when I'm a dad, because for me, uh, for me, startup. I mean, you can do businesses. You can start your own company, but you just need money and effort and experience. So that's why I'm working on a normal job first. Then I will start making a startup. So my startup would be a thing for Islam. So basically, some stuff for Islam.
Proceed lah.
Normal. Okay. So, well, my big goal is to make a, good- an important thing and a famous thing, of course, regarding about Islam. So maybe I will make something that there's an AI in it. Maybe something AI plus Islamic stuff. So it will make like people's day in Islam even better. So yeah, maybe that will be my startup. And of course, maybe at this age, maybe I'll start to make a startup. Well, maybe some selling some stuff, I guess. Yeah, I'll start to sell Robux, I guess, if I can. Or maybe I will sell Indomie to other country. That would make a big profit. Yeah. can say that it's a small startup for me. Yeah.
Okay, next question. What will you do? Like, do you have any like baking baking plan, like baking up plan? Like, for example, you start a startup and you say that your startup bankrupt. What will you do? Like, will you save some money when you like progress? You save money for like backing up.
Oopsie.
So, like, yeah,
Oopsie.
whatever.
Okay.
Just pause.
Sorry guys. Sorry guys. Okay. So if you're asking to me, what should I do? And this, like, if you're asking to me, well, to be honest, yeah, if my startup goes bankrupt, but first I'll tell you how to make a startup, like in my own way, in my own words. So the way how you make a startup is first you need to make a creative idea. You make like the biggest, like the you need to brainstorm your brain. You need to make the best ideas ever. Like no one has ever talked about it. Yeah, that's the first step that you need to do. Second is planning. So you need to plan first. You plan who is your teammate, who will join you, and of course you need to find like people that suit in their position. For example, you need to one that manage the money. You need to find your friend or someone that can manage the money. So yeah, you need to make it like suitable for every person and in every job. After you're done like planning everything about the teams, you just need to save your money. Sometimes all you just need to do is save your money. You can work by like you can do a part-time job or anything about it. Actually, it's not really that hard. You just need to make some effort. It's just quite tiring. So once you're done with that, finally you can create the ideas and build the thing that you want to make. And after that, we need to tell to everybody that this is our product. For example, if you guys can see, sometimes YouTube short, you see some random stuff like random toys, like the one that is like you and a UFO. It's like a boomerang that you can spin, and suddenly comes back, and it's famous because of YouTube. So you can share it to social media in every single way possible. So if I go bankrupt, so for example, if I go bankrupt, that's why for me, for me personally, I would like to try to make a startup when I'm quite old, when I have a job, like the main job. If I have the main job later on, uh, the the business, like the small startup, if if the small startup was going to if the small startup goes bankrupt, that's why I'll save money. I will save a lot of money, like maybe like the 25% of it, to make another startup. Every single day, we need to try when things work out. Like for example, if you guys can see, uh, J.K. Rowling, it's the creator of Harry Potter. Like the girl makes a lot of books, like 11 books, to finally met Harry Potter. That means you need to do a hard work. Every single day you need to do a hard work. And after that, back to the topic, just save the money. That's why you have a main job. Because you don't know if you're going to be a successful person or not. If it goes bankrupt, you still have your main job. So it's okay. You just try. But you need to try every single day, again and again. But if your job and if your business goes well, like it's skyrocketed, everybody loves it, you can shift your focus onto that job, onto that business that you're making. Like slowly shift it that way, and yeah, hopefully it will rise up higher and higher. Once it's rise up higher and higher, maybe you can stop your main job and focus on that business. But usually, yeah, because business is not actually, yeah, it's like the fastest way and one of the way that like being so rich. So people, if you guys can see, every rich people have their own businesses. So yeah, I recommend you guys to do a business.
No. So you say you want
to build a startup, right? Can you tell what is gonna be your startup name? Startup name, or you don't have any like name?
Well, to be honest, I don't really know if it's called a startup, but yeah. So basically, when I'm at home, I wanted to try selling Robux.
That is not startup. Startup making business, you said.
Oh yeah, business.
So that reselling.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
reselling. My bad.
Back to the topic about startup.
Oh yeah, my bad. That's the first one. Yeah, that's why I didn't really call that a startup. But the second one is a business. Yes, selling Indomie to another country.
That's not startup.
That's called.
If you want to make a startup, then the startup not selling Indomie to outside country, but it's like what exporting stuff from here to there. That's called startup. That we only reselling.
Okay, udah.
No
Okay.
need, no need.
I have
No.
actually another one, to be honest. Actually, I have another one. No, I'm just kidding. That's why I don't really know, like, if that's a startup or not. But yeah, usually it is. So, to be honest, I wanted to make, like, a brand called Erigo.
What?
Erigo.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. For me, I really wanted to make, like, some, like, everyday stuff, like, it's everyday. Some stuff is, like, bad. For example, when you sleep, like, it's always itchy, or for example, like, your bag is too big, it's too small, it's blah 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 blah. That's why I want to make, like, some random stuff like wallet, keychains, and blah blah blah, that can make it, like, very usable. So some things in life, it's not easy to access. Like, sometimes you wanted to find a bag that is not too big, that is not too small, but can fit everything inside. That's why. But yeah, there's a lot in every country. But in Indonesia,
We have a problem.
yeah, there's not that much of that kind. So that's why for me, I'll make a brand that focuses on, like, people's, like, hate. Like, people's hate on this. It's quite hard to do this. Blah 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 blah. I'll try my best to, like, adapt with it and change and revolutionize Indonesia. So yeah, I will make a bag, wallet, keychains, and of course
Model.
bag.
Model.
Yeah, bowl. No, no problem. A bowl, like a cool bowl or something. So yeah.
Mm.
What's this? What is that called? I don't know.
Okay. So moving on to the next
Ah,
question. Wait,
that's
what?
called apparel. Yes, apparel. I think apparel is quite good to make apparel, like shirts, like shirt that we can have a lot of holes, but it's unique.
Pocket.
Like, yes, holes. I mean pockets. My bad, pockets. But it's not that weird, I mean, maybe the pocket is inside. I will figure it out.
So moving on to the question. So do you have any motivations to the people out there who is trying to start a startup, even though we're not a startuppers, we're
Uh,
not the startup. Like you have
yeah,
idea.
we didn't make any startup, but for me personally, yeah, I will give you guys some advice. But yeah, I'm just a mere student. So for me, well, actually, don't give up. Actually, the way you do it is just don't give up. Like, every single day, like YouTuber Mr. Beast, he makes like hundreds of videos before becoming viral. Like, with the hard work, hard things paid off. Actually, if you want to start a business, just do it every single day. It will get famous and famous. So yeah, just do what you love and just keep on doing it. My advice is like that. Hmm?
Is there okay, next question. Is there a recommended age that you will start a startup? Like, or there is no like age gap you can do when you are still 6 years old.
Yes, actually, it doesn't matter how old are you. Either you're 80 or still 10 years old or even 6 years old. As long as you have an idea and money, you can do it. Like, that's why money is very important.
So moving on. So do like in 2025 or in the future, what kind of like startup that will the most that will paid off? Like uh, I hear once when like a long time not that long time ago, long ago, uh, they said don't build a clothing brand because don't start a restaurant like that. They said it's if a clothing brand it still kind of makes sense, but you said you want to be like everyday that makes sense, but like a restaurant, it's very common. Restaurant is everywhere, so the way like you you can be rich being like a startup in restaurant, but they say it's very like hard competitive. Is it like special like you need to focus on like tech or focus on like hotels or is there anything in your mind? So to be honest, yeah, actually, restaurant is quite hard if you want to make a startup because there's a lot of like that's why, like I said before, the way you do it is make it unique. Wait, wait, my bad. Okay, so back to the topic. So the way you guys do it is make a startup that is very, very, very unique. Even if it's a restaurant, but if you make it unique, but that's why it's quite hard to make restaurant because of like the electricity, the food, the person, you need to like buy it again and again. Like you need to give them money. So it's quite hard to be honest, but you still can do make you can still make a restaurant, yeah. But if you want to make a restaurant, make it like super unique. Never ever like everybody never heard of that food and what's even that. Or if you want, you can sell it like you like for example you make nasi padang or like pagi sore ya the food ya the restaurant. Maybe you can put it on another country. You can still do that, but my recommendation is if you want to make a startup, two stuff: buildings and IT, technology. So why do I choose building? Because they said that one of the fastest way to get to be a millionaire is do a real estate. Real estate is basically building, rent out place. So yeah, they said it's one of the fastest way to becoming a rich guy. The next is the technology because every single day technology is evolving. So that's why it's like obligation is for us to learn about technology. That's even better if we can make a tech company. It's gonna be super cool and it will skyrocket it. I will ensure you about that. So okay, let's check how many minutes. Okay, yeah. I needed to check the minutes. Come on. Let's see. I hope we didn't pass. Oh, it's already the time. Sorry, the time. So, yeah, I guess it's already the time. Thank you very much for this speaker. Very good explanation about how to build startup, what is startup, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, we're just gonna end here. My name is Dr. Kenza Zafran. I'm the host. I'm just gonna remind you, this is a podcast about how to build startup, and I'm Kenzi, little brother of Kenza and the speaker. Okay, let's end it. Okay, that's all for us. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, wait 20 minutes.